Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Part 15. In the previous video we continued our investigation into Miley Boy's defense. We learned that Gordy is a big old fake and that the second witness is the boat rental shop guy, and I think we're supposed to be going to talk to him. Now, new day, new recording session. My recording session yesterday was cut short by a loss of power. For like 9 hours, that kind of sucked. Thankfully, I was actually in the middle of recording something when the power went out, but it was something different. It was a Danganronpa commentary anime video. I got like 5 minutes in, and the power went out, and then I couldn't record anymore because there was no power. Hey Nick, this is the boat shop that Lada was talking about. You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Well, let's go check it out anyway. Do I just, like, look at it? Can we move in? Ah, there we go. Caretaker's shack. Yo, he's got a freaking parrot. Meg, that you? Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I was worried sick. Nick, you handle this. I think I'll leave this one to you, Maya. Meg? Yeah? Finally made up your mind, have you? Mine? You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone? Pasta? Glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running an old man like me? Polly, kids are home. Hello, squawk. Scree, caw, I'm a bird. Nick, what was that? A parrot. The one on that perch. Keith! Yes? I leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, sonny. Nick, what's the wet noodle? We'll tell you when you're older, Maya. Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello, squawk. Yep. He fell asleep. I guess he's relieved, so the defense's or the prosecution's key witness is senile? I mean, that's a pretty big win for us. How's the pasta business going? Okay. A pasta shop? Yup, to think the wet noodle will live when I'm gone. My father started it, you know, that makes you two the third generation. Meg? Yeah? Tomorrow we'll start the secrets of dough tossing. Dough tossing? You too, Keith. Yeah? You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen. Pasta wrangler? The West? Isn't pasta from Italy? Meg? You ever say that again, I will disown you in a heartbeat. You know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you? Right, of course, everybody knows that. Nick, huh? How long do we have to keep up with this all in the family charade? This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what that is. So this is a boat rental shop, right? What are you talking about? This here's the palace of pasta, the wet noodle. Oh, now that you mention it, we haven't got many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, yo dude, we want to ride one of your boats. That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days, darned if I understand them. I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. But this old man is the witness tomorrow, right? We gotta find some way of getting information out of him. You ever seen a real-life attorney's badge? That's a lawyer's badge. Yeah, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. I get it. Huh? Yup. I got you figured out now. You're not Keith. Nick. Now's our chance to clear things up. Sir? No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. Shut up, Meg. We all know you're Meg. We're here investigating a murder that took place in this lake the other night. Please help us. Also, any waterfalls? Or no? Okay. A lawyer, huh? Please, mister. Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. Promise. Okay, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? Yeah, this ace attorney shit's getting old. It's time for Phoenix Wright ace posterior. Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? I guess so. That's my boy. Good for you, Keith. Wait, didn't I just say... You too, Meg. Yeah? You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know that? Now, what was it you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly. Hello, squawk! Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? You ever seen a real-life gun before? Okay. Ever seen this lady? Hey, you see this last night? Yup, I seen this. You know something about this, sir? Keith. Yeah? It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad, you know something about this? Yup, the other night out on the lake. Yes? I know all about that. I seen it. What? Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all. I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside, probably late night. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, I looked outside, and I heard another one, bang! A little while later, his boat comes back, and a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself, yup. What did he say? Yup. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time, promise. We need to know earlier than that. You ever seen a photo? Okay. You heard anything about gunshots? How about a map? That's a nope. Okie dokie, I think we're done here. I guess we'll investigate. Hello, birdie. Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello? Ghosted. It ignored me. The parrot left you on read. Well, you forgot, Meg? You gotta call her name first. Her name? Polly, how you been? Hello, squawk! See? Neat, so the parrot's name is Polly. Okay, the erstwhile companion answers to the name Polly. Too bad all she can say is hello. Oh, Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words. The secret words? Polly, what's your name? Polly, squawk! Cute. Maya's found a new friend. Looks like a kitchen unit. It's pretty clean. Funny, he doesn't look like the type who'd keep things tidy like that. I mean, it doesn't look that clean, actually. You're forgetting, Nick. He's running a pasta shop here. That's right, Keith. I'm confused. Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on his table. Looks warm. It's a great idea. We should do that at the office. We can sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa. And what? Talk about murders? You're a party pooper, Nick. Okay. Wow, he has a television in here, too. Yup, don't work, though. Really? I picked it up from the dump after all. It figures that it doesn't work. Then why do you keep it? I don't know. It just looks right there. In the summer, I plays with a mini fridge. A broken mini fridge? Yup. I got that from the dump, too. You want to see my dumps? And nobody in the right mind would throw away a good cooler. Look, a little safe. Now don't go opening people's safes without their permission, Meg. Maybe later. Later? Got that devious look in her eye. This fishing pole looks expensive. Fishing's all about having the right equipment. How are you supposed to catch anything with a 2-cent rod? That's what I'd like to ask Detective Gumshoe. Wow, there's lots of various fish in Gourd Lake, aren't there? Something's funny, Nick. I don't see Gordy on here. All these fish are saltwater. Yeah, I mean, there's like the little angler, light fish over there. I hope you're not finding that in your local lake. What's the point of going fishing in your own backyard? Deep sea fishing's the best. Mighty tasty, too. Right. Okay. I guess we're done here. Got anything to say about the parrot? Polly's here, my only friend in the world. Isn't that right, Polly? Hello, hello, squawk! Yep. Memory's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here. Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228, squawk! Alright. Hey, Polly, watch it, will ya? See, Nick, all it takes is a little clever thinking. Got a criminal mind. Quick, Nick, write that number down. Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes. You know what? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Yep, that kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered gold coat, got himself some whiskers growing out his face. He must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh wait, I have one more question. Huh? Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget DL6. Wait, what? Huh? What did you just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6. Squawk! Maybe this is the guy who murdered the father. What? The DL6 incident? Hey, mister. I mean, Dad. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? How would that bird Polly know about DL6? You have to figure out who that old man is. Oh. What? He locked the door from the other side. Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Okay. I know how to take a hint. Hey, pal, long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? I actually wanted to ask you something. Yeah? Tell me about the boat caretaker. You know the boat rental shop down by Gourd Lake? Oh, yeah. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Well, shit, dude, I don't know anything about that. How'd you... Man, that's supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, Detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. He's also got that odd bird with him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, I got absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to know about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file, so I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you could convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, guess I consider opening the file up. Get parroted? What's that, a parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. That incident? DL6. What? Also, just take our word for it. Totally. We're not lying. The parrot totally said it. Now, you can't prove that we're not lying, but just believe me. Do we really need a flashback? It just happened. I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be? I getcha. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Oh, there is. Oh, the old man killed dude. The old man killed dude. He's the guy who killed the father. I bet the defense attorney was maybe gonna spill the beans and let Edgeworth know who the old man is, and then the old man killed the defense attorney so he couldn't talk. Fucking got him dead to rights, dude. There's the station records room. I give you special permission to go in and find what you need. Alright, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. Now, we still don't really know how Grossberg connects, because I feel like he's also important to the case, but... Wow! It's amazing! Lee Dusty? 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff quick! 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found out where the file is! Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. Granted, you know, based on my experience with archives, it's entirely possible that everything's just misfiled anyway because nobody's been down here in, you know, 15 years. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary. Found it. Here you go. This is a completely unrelated case, but it's in the DL6 box. Well, you know, that's just how that shit goes. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. Ah, there was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day, so I guess he associates the earthquake with his father dying. Part of the court building collapsed, then all the lights went out. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. Oh, so did he see it happen? It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours? That would be scary like that, in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. I mean, it looks like he got shot from outside. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in the elevator? Do you have data on the victim, Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim, here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son Miles. Miles? Miles Edgeworth, of course. He was in the elevator with his father? From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh, it sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it. The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yana Yogi. He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have had it done. But he was found innocent thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Hammond, the victim in our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived so much he had brain damage. Okay. I mean, that sounds like our old man in the boat. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? So he may not be the guy who killed Edgeworth's father, but he could have been the original suspect in the DL6 incident. And it's entirely possible that he was actually guilty of that crime. But, you know, psycho mumbo jumbo should not be enough to get you convicted, hopefully. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick, we gonna take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? Okie dokie. You don't think we can just fit the whole box in our back pocket? That's probably all we'll be able to find in here. Now all that's left in this trial is... all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. But we're starting to put the pieces together. And that does just say day 3 trial, not final day like it did last time, so I'm guessing there's still another trial section. Granted, this is only the second trial section, so yeah, that makes sense it being 3. Because I think the last one had 3, right? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Man, who's the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement? Very well, no opening statements, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Now, I could just, like, let the video stay on this screen for 3 minutes, and then you'd be wrong. So, you wanna take that bet? Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. Pasta shop owner? I'm the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. I also rent boats on the side. That's my side hustle, as the kids say. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yup, was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Yeah, raise an objection. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask for him, Mr. Wright. Bah. I predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime, as my favorite professional wrestler says. Who's also not real, but, shut up. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Say it. Say it. Well, I'm not really sure, yup. What do you mean? My, memory, Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. That means he's not a very trustworthy or credible witness and should be dismissed. He can't recall, you say? Yeah, so that incident in question took place 3 days ago? He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness? It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yup. I was in the restaurant where I rent votes as usual, and I heard a bang. Yup. When I looked out the window, saw a boat just floating on the lake. And I heard another bang. Just about then the boat came back to the shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There's nothing to question my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. How about you, ergo, suck my nuts? Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now. Yeah, Mr. Wright, cross-examine? What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Ah! Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Just after midnight? Incorrect. I'm just gonna go ahead and fucking blast you. Nah. Just after midnight, you say? Yup, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yup. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Yup. Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did, yup. You see? Continue. A combination restaurant boat rental place? That seems preposterous. Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith? The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yup. Good, continue. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there, I couldn't see clearly, but I figured there was 2 men out there. Yup. But you couldn't see them clearly? Yup, at the time, that is. At the time. Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Yup. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. What did the man look like? By your window? Yup, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog's pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Got a bad feeling about this. That man was defended. He just kept saying, I can't believe he's dead. I didn't sound like the words of a murderer. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad. Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead as he's walking by, too. Witness, are you sure the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. Okay, I mean, your witness is dead, therefore his statement has to be thrown out of the court. That's how it works. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining him so he could set me up for a fall. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick or this trial's gonna be over. Your Honor, he just said the fog was thick. We proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, Are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? Well, I've already tampered with the evidence and provided new shit, so go fuck yourself. And the photograph showing the man firing with his left hand? I bet they're gonna argue that since it was 2 shots, the shot that was photographed was the one that didn't kill him? Or missed? This is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints off after he fired. What? What? Doesn't make any sense. You're ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. Like, that makes no logical sense. You would wipe it off, but you would leave some of your fingerprints on? How is he even gonna... Or I guess maybe they're gonna argue that he shot the gun, wiped it off, and then held it with his other hand? Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. I'm always objecting. You know? ABO, always be objecting. This witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead," but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie, Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good, man. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Yeah, magical girl Mia logging online. Can you hear me, sis? Please? We need your help. Nick needs you. I mean, come on, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll figure it out. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Well, the court is blind. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Do it. What? That's so dumb. Held pending. So, like, you just not supposed to cross-examine? Who was that just now? What? Larry? What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park on the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, but today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. I mean, I think, like, legally, once he says the verdict, like, you can't go back. I don't think that's how this works. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did, a gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience, listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit by and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us our one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it's our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. Just like that song. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. That's not really been my experience so far. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Okay, that's good. I would have been, like, really mad if it had actually just been, like, railroaded us like that. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now! What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. So anytime someone's declared guilty, can we just like pay someone to run up and say that they actually saw something different? That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. Because edge of your seat and your name is Edgeworth. Like you got your worth out of your. I'm sorry. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I was wondering what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yeah. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yep. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right? Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma's only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. So they're rigged. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Oh, December 24th? I was actually there on the 23rd. Well, I guess I'll be leaving then. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. That night I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. I quietly slipped the boat back at the rental dock shop. And just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake and I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I got no idea what he's gonna say if I press him. A little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. I mean, shouldn't the prosecution be cross-examining him? Not us, because I mean, he's kind of more our witness than anything. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There are so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay, first of all, what time was it? It was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I'll wait until the coast is clear, so to speak. And why were you out on the boat at such a late hour? I was looking for something, and I found it. Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this gory. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Oh, wait, what am I? Go back. That's not how you go back. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. Around what time was that? Let's see. I figured I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12, yeah? So you were out there the entire time, yet at 11:50 there was an empty lake. So I mean, that seems like our obvious contradiction. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. I mean, I guess we'll press through on everything, even though that seems to be the contradiction. I mean, I guess there's no reason to not press everything unless you're just trying to flex and finish early, which, you know, I will admit is a little tempting. Wasn't there a boat in the lake? Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa, whoa! Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah? Well, Nick? It was pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess we should start working on the contradictions. But I mean, like, don't we not want to contradict him since he's kind of helping us? So I mean, like, there's a couple things. I mean, there's the first one is just, that obviously Lada's testimony, like, says no. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard one bang? You're sure? That's what I said. But Lada Hart testified yesterday she heard two bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention to at all what they said? Yo, Nick, please! Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you're gonna treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure? What number comes after 1? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was just, listening to something else. Something else? A radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Order, order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, man, so what? That a crime? Okay, you're just jelly because you don't got a Walkman? Okay, I see how it is. I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue? Yeah, keep going. This is good for us. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Ah, nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Also, what song were you listening to, yo? I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to a real booming loud like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? I'm not gonna get tinnitus, man. Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio, like an MC, a master of ceremonies. Anyway, what this means is that when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have only heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. So, why were you alone? So you turned on the radio. Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there, man. On Christmas Eve? Alone? I shouldn't have said anything. What were you requesting? Do you by chance even remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night? This one goes to 11, Your Honor. I was listening to a real booming loud. Real booming loud? Yeah, you know. And you had headphones on. Yep. Wouldn't think you would be able to hear anything going on outside at all. But I'm sure I heard the gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. What did she say? You don't know that it's a she, Mr. Wright. Please cease these pointless questions. What possible good can come of knowing what a radio... Wait. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Well, we could maybe establish the time frame if we were to, you know, peruse the records of the radio that night. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should always care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot." Are you sure? Of course I am. You had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma's right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard, but there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I gotta press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. But there was one of these that I think we didn't press. I don't think we pressed this. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? Hey, it's almost Christmas. So, if the gunshot was at 12:15, that would mean it was before, if it wasn't yet Christmas. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. If you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. You realize what this means? Santa Claus hadn't given me my presents yet. We still heard the gunshot. If when he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes? But he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what the time was on the photo when this gun triggered Miss Hart's camera. 12:15. 50 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order. What does this mean? 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? I don't know, actually. But I'm gonna stick by our boy. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Fired 3 times? I'm gonna say fired 3 times. Right, let's make sure. I think that sounds good. Let's try that. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol is bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. The 3rd shot was the shot that Larry heard just before midnight. Order! Order! I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies. You waste our time to come with your empty statements. You can't convince me with your honeyed words. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Do you have proof that the witness didn't just think he heard something? Indeed. Do you have proof we're not just living in the Matrix, Phoenix Wright? Do you? I reject your statements. There's no turning back now. You have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight. You have evidence that proves Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things. I'm gonna try this. I don't really know, but look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh yeah? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It's why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Oh, so the photo's been tampered with, maybe? Correct. There was a loud noise in the lake at 11:50. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, well, I guess no. So, I mean, the gunshot was before they got on the boat. Maybe it was like a practice shot or something? I can't think of why they would make a shot beforehand. There was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims. Oh, order! Order! I keep saying order! What's the order count? How many times does Judge say order in this game? It's gotta be at least 200. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering what exactly did happen the night of the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50 and another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? Better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? What's wrong, Nick? I have it! I have it! I don't have it. Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Yeah, of course I remember. The murder in this case had the same idea as the murder in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never return Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm gonna run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. Why are you talking like that, Phoenix? Shut up, lady. You just watch and let me know if anything I say sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick? Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, right? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So, you finally realized the truth? There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself? Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. Are you saying he was shot beforehand? And I mean, that doesn't really make any sense. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 0:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 15 minutes before that, or 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot in the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. Edgeworth and Hammond? I mean, Edgeworth said he was on the boat. Edgeworth said he was on the boat. And this picture was taken at 12:15, but if Hammond was killed at 11:45. So Edgeworth said he was on the boat with Hammond. And then after the gun went off, he picked it up? Oh, no, he found, like, Hammond was shot. And then Edgeworth said he saw the gun afterwards and picked it up out of surprise. Okay? Let's think about this in our head for a second. So, I'm just trying to think, like, how could Hammond have already been dead then? That or... So, I mean... Edgeworth and the murderer. I'm really, like, I can't quite figure it out. Give me a second. I think I might pause for a second so I can think. I mean, like, the only thing that makes any sense to me still is Edgeworth and the murderer, but, like, I don't really... Because I just don't see how Hammond could be on the boat if Phoenix says that Hammond was killed earlier. Of course it was Edgeworth and the murderer. Yeah, I know why. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Oh, okay. So I guess Edgeworth wouldn't have known that wasn't actually Hammond. Okay. I didn't think about that. I had kind of assumed he would have known what Hammond looked like. But I guess if he was, like, wearing that big coat, maybe he could have hid his identity or something. Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... we guess it's the Yanni Yagi guy, maybe? Or someone else? But we don't know yet. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. Oh, yeah, I see where you're getting at. The murderer's the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? I mean, his shack? Here, of course, the boat shop, where he lives. That way he can meet the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. He's looking, dude. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gun shop was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? A boat shop. You would think the guy would, like, not rent out a boat right before he's about to murder someone, but, you know, I guess he's not that smart. What happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. We'll find out what happened on Gourd Lake from the beginning in the next video, because I just realized we're over an hour. Yeah. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.